or leave me and let me be lonely. You won't believe me, but I love you.
Hi, how you doing? Thank you very much for watching. Do help me raise the awareness of emotional abuse. Today I got a letter from a lady, so I'm just going to read it out and share it with you. It might resonate with many of you. I found you quite by accident on YouTube. Though the majorities of videos I came across were cheesy and useless, I stumbled upon yours and oddly felt connected. I know that you like to read other people's stories and use them as examples on your videos. I honestly feel that I've gotten over my story. However, there is one lingering issue, two issues, well, maybe to be more specific, that I could probably use some help with. I was married a long time ago, 14 torturous years. I was married at 18. All the elements of emotional abuse were present in my marriage, but I didn't know about the cycles of abuse. All I knew was that I was terribly unhappy, felt worthless, useless, unloved and uncared for. He called me every name imaginable, in front of the children too, to his family, or in front of his family, and left me alone all the time. And when he was there, there was a tremendous pressure to keep the boys quiet and not to make him mad. You are well aware of the signs. I didn't know that every other woman in an abusive relationship is dealing with exactly the same thing. I didn't know until I escaped. The climax occurred 2 years ago when he turned my boys against me and had them report me to the police, saying that I was being sexually inappropriate in front of them. That was the end of the line. So I sought help with a therapist and I joined a domestic violence group that was very helpful in helping me to discover the behaviour that was happening all over the world, and I wasn't alone. Of course, I realise now how lucky I was. Whilst I was married, she did a BA, an MBA. She's financially independent. She says she knows that many women are not so lucky to be financially independent. However, there is a fundamental problem, she says. This abuser is still involved in my life because we share children. Only recently he's cut himself off from my life, but for the last 2 years, even though we're divorced, he has completely been involved in my life, hacking into my emails, hacking into my phone, etc. Of course, having a relationship for me has been out of the question. He will not allow it, but there is a problem. I need to figure out how to create my own life and get him to stay out of it. He's not allowing me to have a relationship is something I should not tolerate. It isn't something I should even think. But I have seen the damage and craziness that he can create if he doesn't get his way, so I have towed the line. When I step out of line, there is hell to pay. He has a girlfriend, of course, but I am not allowed to. So I think I'm ready to go to battle again, because I cannot live alone my entire life. I have needs too. I need a companion, a lover, a friend. I need to laugh and love and grow again. I can't do those things with this noose around my neck. So, the question is, how do I release his judgment on me? I don't really know what is normal anymore. How can I not be affected by his words? And the most important, I come across as a mean person because I've had to use this defence as a tactic for so long that I don't know how to let go of it. But it is time. I need some help, thank you. I think you may be the person to help me through this. I'm not looking for some standard textbook response from you. I need some tools to function within my crazy world. Let me know what the next step is. I will get back to this lady individually, but wow. Men can be terribly territorial. I know of one lady that when she's separated, because the kids are involved, that's a hugely common situation. He used to come in when he was dropping the kids off, push past her quite forcibly, go to the toilet, and forgive me saying this, but he used to poo with the door wide open, and it's like when I heard about it, it's like an animal peeing in the corners, marking his territory, and she didn't know what to do with it. Okay, he used to do that when they lived together, but in her own house, she used to come in and do that. My word, you know. Terrible, but he won't change, they won't change, so when this lady says, how can I stop release his judgment on me, it's not going to be the judgment that's going to stop. You have to stop up here, you have to change, and that's the learning and the development that we all need to stop our victim behaviour. If you weren't a victim, how would you behave to that territorial thing about coming in and coming in and using your facilities, you'd stop. Whoa, no, sorry, you can't come in. No. And that man in that situation, he lived across the road, yet he was coming into her house to do that and go through her mail and stuff. You stop it. But anyway, it's easily said. If you imagined yourself floating above, looking down on the situation, and see it differently, you'd be like, what am I doing? Crazy. Yet it's just a learned response, and you can unlearn that and learn a new response, one that takes you in a better direction. It's all doable. It just takes conscious effort. Happy to help that lady lead her through the steps that she can take to go, oh, crazy, what am I doing? Stop, I'm not going to be like that anymore. To stop the victim mentality. And yes, it's darn time that you, sorry I'm pointing to the lady, that you have that that freedom now in your life, and the joy that comes from being balanced self-esteem without being low self-esteem and being like a victim. So hope that's an interesting example. You're not the only one. There's far too many people out there that experience low self-esteem, that snowballs into situations where they're victims, and it's not pleasant at all. So unfortunately the situation isn't going to change, but you can change your environment and your situation up here. Alright, I hope that's interesting. Please comment on that. Please give me your feedback, give me more of your stories, let me share them. Help raise awareness of emotional abuse. Thank you very much. Bye.
To have it today, to give back tomorrow. For your love is my love, there's no love for nobody else. Your love is my love, there's no love for nobody else.